Hi guys, what's up and welcome to this week's video. So this is going to be a little bit different from the startup stuff I've been posting, but I was just thinking about why I started YouTube and why I started my businesses, and it came down to beauty and just loving the beauty space. And while I'm not a beauty vlogger or blogger or YouTuber, though I initially thought I was one, and I can still totally be one, we can do both, fam, we can do both. I figured I should actually just make a video talking about some of my current product favorites. I realized I've never done one of these on my YouTube channel, and in my personal life I get asked constantly what products I use, which ones I recommend. A lot of my friends and family really take my word for it, and a lot of the times the recommendations I give them, they swear by it. I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff, I have them over here, some of the things that I have been using on a daily basis, and just things that I've been really gravitating towards, things that I really love to do a good old everyday look. As always, please make sure you are subscribed to this channel, and let's get started. Okay, so first let's I guess we'll start with my face, and then we'll get into the details. So for starters, my skin has been so stupid dry, especially after coming back from Southeast Asia, and I was on so many planes, and then here in Philadelphia it is freezing, and then it's really dry, and then with dry heat, my skin normally is never I have very normal to dry skin, but it's never been this dry. And so I have really been loving this spray from Mario Badescu. It is that facial spray, the facial spray, the rose water one. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm down to here on it. I've been using it every single day. I'll spritz it on before I leave for class or for something, and then I'll put it on before I go to bed. A lot of people have talked about this, and I actually, to be quite honest, when I first bought this, I didn't really like it. I know people have been using it as a setting spray, and I didn't like it as a setting spray because I normally like kind of a dewiness to my skin. I mean, I have a highlight on now, but typically when I apply a foundation and stuff, I like kind of that dewiness. I think it just gives my skin a really nice healthy glow. And I found that by putting this on top of it as a setting spray, gave it almost looked oily, and I didn't really like it. But I really like using this, for example, before I go to bed as an extra moisturizing coat, or even as a primer before I go to do my makeup. I'll put my moisturizer on, spritz this all over my face, and then get into my makeup look, and I find that that works really well. Next, on to primer. I think I might have talked about this in the past. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm obsessed with this. It's super expensive, it is stupid expensive. I think it's $35 or something, but it's magic, and there's makeup all over it because my Tarte Shape Tape, which I'm gonna get into in a second, leaked all over my makeup bag. But this is the best primer, and I didn't realize how much of a difference primers actually made to your skincare routine, but this one, just Smashbox, which I have another product by Smashbox, is just game-changing when it comes to skin. And fun fact, Smashbox is actually a photo studio based out in LA. So they actually built their makeup products based off of their studio and what works really well for their studio. So I think that that's actually really cool, and it's totally true. This just keeps your makeup on all freaking day, and it makes your skin just feel really nice. You forget it's there, and I am just obsessed with it. Continuing on with the Smashbox edition, this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation. I am in the shade 3.15. This is a phenomenal foundation. Also really expensive. I think it's $42 or something. But I think it's since been lowered. I'm obsessed with this. Again, if you are ever doing anything, whether it's a photo shoot, a video shoot, anything for you, you film YouTube videos, or if you just know you're gonna be photographed, maybe you're going to a wedding or something, this literally makes your skin look flawless. When I say an airbrushed finish, this combined with this, or even if you don't use the primer and you just use this, although they do work really well together, if you just use this, your skin looks just airbrushed and flawless and absolutely perfect. They have, I think, 40 some different shades, so they have a pretty good range, and a little bit goes a really long way. I mean, this is a pretty normal foundation size, and I've been using this for forever and I still have so much in here. But this is a foundation I absolutely swear by. And the other thing I love about it is like it's a studio wear thing. So it like, you would think that would mean it's really, really heavy and really caked on, and it doesn't feel like that at all. You forget you're literally wearing makeup and it will literally stay on your skin for like, it says 15-hour wear, but I've gotten, I want to say longer out of it. It's just incredible. If you want to look like a Kardashian, this is your foundation. On to concealer. I'm gonna touch on the cult favorite. This is Tarte Shape Tape. Look at it. It's freaking leaking all over the place. It like exploded on me the one day and it was like leaking through the sides, and then it got all over all my other makeup, but this is my favorite concealer in the world, so I'm like tolerating it. I wear the shade medium. I feel like I don't even need to talk that much about it because every single person in the world raves about Tarte Shape Tape. It's, I think, the #1 concealer in the US or something because the formula is just so freaking good on it. This is my second one. Might get a third, but Tarte Shape Tape. If you are looking for a more affordable option though, this one is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, which I've actually really been liking as well. I would say it's pretty comparable to Tarte Shape Tape. The only difference is I do find that like wearing this, you don't get one as long of a wear as Shape Tape. Two, this one will kind of like, I'll find that I'll put it on under my eyes and I'll like blend it out. And then if I give it like a second or two, it'll kind of crease up a little bit and then I'll blend it out and then it'll be good to go. The Tarte Shape Tape doesn't do that. I really like this ColourPop one for more like everyday stuff, like me going to class or meetings or something. I'll just throw this one on, and if I'm doing something a little bit more fancy or I'm gonna be out all day, I find the Tarte Shape Tape to be better. But if you are on a budget and looking for a really good concealer, I actually really do like this one from ColourPop, and I think it's like $6. On to highlight. So what I've really been liking doing, especially now that it's really cold out and my skin's so dry like I mentioned, I really like this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade It Might Be. It's like this jelly highlighter. I'm sure you guys have like heard of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. It like has a fun formula to like touch, but it's like a really pretty natural, like, I like dabbing this on my cheekbones just for like a really, I mean, I'm not wearing this highlighter right now. It's not that loud. But I like dabbing this on my face for an everyday look just to give it a little bit of a glow, because like this air is just dulling out my skin, and so I've recently just fallen back in love with my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. And then for the days where I really want to glow, and what I have on right now, and the highlighter I literally swear by, I got my best friend hooked onto this and I actually got this for her as a birthday gift and she loves it, the Becca highlighter. This is in the shade Moonstone. They have a bunch of other shades, but like I've told so many people, if you want to be a glowing goddess, you need the Becca highlighter in your life. It's just like, so this one's the ColourPop one, so it's a little bit more like my toned, and then this is the Becca one, but this blends, I feel like they both could be used really for any skin tone. On to blush. So this is a Tarte blush in the shade Party. It's like party with like 3 A's. I got this, I think, as a birthday gift. This is like their mini blush. I got this as a gift, I think a birthday gift from Sephora or something a while back. And I remember looking at the shade and I was like, that is too pale for me. I love it. It is the perfect flushed rosy pink for my skin tone. And I feel like on my hand it doesn't even do it justice. Like I remember, I think I had swatched it and I was like, I don't know how I feel. I put it on a brush and I put it on my face and I was like, whoa. I don't have it on right now. It just gives me, like, my skin tone the most natural, flushed tone in the world. Like, it just makes your face look so put together and so perfect. I haven't even used any of my other blushes since I got this. This was free and I'm like, the best thing. And it's, what I love about it is it's great for a natural look, so I can put this on if I'm just going out for meetings or class or whatever, or I can wear this when I'm going out and still get that same effect. I just feel like naked without it. Like now I'm looking in the viewfinder and I'm like, I just want to put this back on because it looks so good. On to eye makeup. So the first thing I have here is a palette I swear by, and I'm sure everyone else has sworn by it. This also won a ton of beauty awards. It is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. If you look at this thing, you will see how like well loved this is in my collection. Look at that. These are all like missing shades. And if you're worried about looking at these like pink shades and stuff thinking you're never going to use them, or like the orangey ones, they just blend like a dream. I have them on my eyes today, especially like And the one thing about this palette is it's great for every single eye shade. Like, it's not just brown eyes or blue eyes, it's complementary to literally every eye color. There's a shade in here for every single person, and you just create the most gorgeous eye looks. All the shades blend out like a dream, and I'm just addicted. It's an amazing palette. I think if there's one palette you need in your life, it's this one. But as palettes go, I obviously have an addiction to buying eyeshadow palettes. This is the Morphe, which one are you? 350O, the Nature Glow. Nature Glow? Not natural. Nature Glow. It's a really like fall kind of palette. I just love like all these brown toned, orange toned. It's a really warm toned palette, first of all. They're all warm shades. Which on my skin tone is really, really good. And they're all like brownish, goldish, orangish, which not only look good on my skin tone, but also on my eye color. So in the fall and even now, I find myself constantly tapping into this palette because it just looks really good, and I just really, really like how the shades look. This palette I think cost me like $15 or something, and there's 35 shades in here. So if you're looking for a more affordable palette, Morphe does it great. Okay, my favorite eyeliner in the world. I do winged eyeliner every single day. I swear by this one. It's actually the Sephora brand. It's in their Noir Black. Does it say anything else? But this is the mattest black eyeliner I've ever used. I mean, I've tried a bunch of different ones, a bunch of high-end ones, and they all have that like shine, and I hate it. This is the mattest, blackest eyeliner I've ever used, and I'm addicted to it. To finish out our eyes, I have been loving this Smashbox eyeliner. I think this is actually discontinued now, but it's a brown eyeliner. Look at it, it's all beat up. This is a Smashbox eyeliner, and I've just been really liking this for my like under like lower lash line area. I find that it's like that perfect darkness to sort of darken up the lower lash line without being like black and in your face. So I really, really like the Smashbox one. As brows go, ColourPop did an amazing job with their brow pencils. Again, really affordable. I like how like tiny this is. I have pretty full brows, so I like how you can just kind of go in there and swoop them in, and then there's a spoolie on the other end, so you can just brush them out, and it's really affordable. They come in a bunch of shades. I think I have the dark brown one because I think, no, this is taken for granted because I don't like to do too much. They're already pretty full. But this one's really great. And my holy grail mascara is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I've tried so many high-end mascaras, and seriously, I think drugstores do it best. I even did a wear test between the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and the Too Faced Better Than Sex one, and this one's literally better, and it's half the price. Save your money, get the Lash Paradise. Your lashes literally will look fake. I've asked people what lashes I'm wearing, and I'm like, they're my real ones. And finally, onto lip products. I love the Too Faced Melted Mattes. This is in the shade Suck It. It's like a perfect nudie pink, and I just really like their formulas. They're really long lasting without being overly drying, so they come in a bunch of shades, and I've just been really loving this one. This is like one of my go-tos. My next go-to is actually this Urban Decay Vice liquid lipstick. This is in the shade 1993, and the thing is, I do not recommend this product for its formula. The formula actually sucks. It's one of the worst formulas I've ever used for liquid lipstick. It's drying, it cracks, it doesn't spread evenly. The reason I use this so much, and I have used this so much, this thing's like empty, look at it. Color on here is just like my favorite. It's like this perfect brown, and on my skin tone, it just like, it's like a natural, it's like a My Lips but better, but like a browner tone, so it just looks so good. So I'm just obsessed with this. My camera battery's dying, so let's wrap this up. And I'm not a really big gloss person, but this is the Smashbox Reflection High Shine Lip Gloss, which I'm wearing right now. Don't wear lip gloss ever because I don't think it looks good on me, but this is the only one I will ever wear. That is pretty much it for my product favorites at the current moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like it if you did, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know if you guys want me to do more product favorites of things that I'm just loving and that I think you should add to your collection. See you guys later. Bye!